That's a hard beat. Alright. Turtle Club back here. Whiskey Pete, let's get it. Eat Mo Pussy. Let's see what Eat Mo got. If I remember right, last time where we left off, we got injured. So we're gonna be limping like a motherfucker. 2022. Kinda old, really. Gotta work off the rust. Oh, there we go. There's one. I still got it though. That's a hell of a catch. Ooh, that's a hard hit. I might have messed him up a little. Oh, there you go.
All right. Small steps in the right direction. That's what we've been talking about. And you know what? Today you took a lot of those small steps. I'm proud of you. Keep it up.
Nah, we gotta get that gold. See, what they're doing is setting us up for short passes. I know exactly what they're doing. That's what they're trying to do, is get me into short pass, since my arm's not going to be able to throw those so-called Hail Marys like I like to throw. But I think it's a bunch of shit. Really? Okay, well, you're waiting too long. Running through that one. I'm gonna have to redo this play over again, but...
All right. Small steps in the right direction. That's what we've been talking about. And you know what? Today you took a lot of those small steps. I'm proud of you. Keep it up.
There we go, get them short ones. We're gonna lose a few yards going back, but... by doing stuff like that, if it wouldn't have stopped, I would have been down. There you go. Downed. There you go.
This is it. You only got one shot. Time to go for gold.
Oh, shit. You really giving me the fucking run? Damn it.
All right. Small steps in the right
It's
direction.
that second,
That's
that
what we've been
2-point
talking
fucking
about.
conversion
And
there.
you know what? Today you took a lot of those small steps. I'm proud of you. Keep it up.
No. I want that 2-point. There's a few yards. Ah! I gotta go for the short ones. I gotta quit dicking around with the big ones. Like something like that. Boom! Touchdown. Oh! Okay, maybe that wasn't the route.
Let's go now. 70 Lions.
Come on, hit it. Big boy shuts
Hey, you know
down
what,
all
guys?
day.
That was pretty dang good. And you know what gets me really excited? You haven't even
But I'm
reached
gonna
top
do it
potential
again?
yet. Not even close.
Because I want that
Each
gold.
and every one of you should take that as a challenge and see if you can find that next level.
It's probably no more than a few yards. Oh, come on! The hell was that? It looks like we're doing it again. You know what? Can I... Yeah, there we go. That's better. I'll just restart it. Alright, let's run our routes. That's how you do it. Wide open. There you go. Alright, what's next? There you go. What was that, my tight end? Rolling.
This one is for gold.
Son of a bitch.
All right. Small steps in the right direction. That's what we've been talking about. And you know what? Today you took a lot of those small steps. I'm proud of you. Keep it up.
Practice makes perfect, coach. Ooh, right on the money. X marks the spot. Oh, right off ya. He'll be gone. Look at that. Would have been taken down, but... There it is. It's good.
This is it. We are going for gold.
Hate this fucking run. What do you mean?
Hey man, that was
No
great.
good. I coulda
mean, you
ran
had a
that
great
in.
day today. The game is really starting to slow down for you, isn't it? I can't wait to see what you're gonna do on Sunday. Good job.
Push up.
Let's go now. 70 Lion.
Ooh. He down, but he good.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Ah, come on. This one ain't even worth it anymore.
Hey man, that was great. I mean, you had a great day today. The game is really starting to slow down for you, isn't it?
Good day, my
I can't wait to
ass.
see what you're gonna do on Sunday. Good job.
Ain't nothing good about that. Ooh, he got checked. All them other times I put him down.
Let's go. Cowboy 80. Ready, go.
Good.
Set. 60 Eagle. 60 Eagle.
Ooh, you guys really gotta hit that hard? Save that for the field.
19 Tiger. Go. You have got one more opportunity. Let's go for gold.
Damn it, I always go for that one.
All right, all right. Small steps in the right direction. That's what we've been talking about. And you know what? Today you took a lot of those small steps. I'm proud of you. Keep it up.
Ooh. That was a check.
60 Bison. 60 Bison. Ready, ready.
Not bad, we'll take it.
Here we go, Shaq. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Ooh, daddy.
Ready, ready. No pressure, but this is it. We are
No
going
pressure.
for gold.
Mother.
Hey, you know what, guys? That was pretty dang good. And
You're
you know what
pissing
gets
me off.
really excited? You haven't even reached the top of your potential yet. Not even close. Each and every one of you should take that as a challenge and see if you can find that next level.
Set. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Go. Let's go now. 70. Check go. Ready. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
I feel like they're cranking it up on me now.
Hey, man, that was great. I mean, you had a great day today. The game is really starting to slow down for you, isn't it? I can't wait to see what you're going to do on Sunday. Good job.
Let's go. Cowboy 80.
Got it. Sink it. Come on now. Been blown right through that guy.
It's time to pick it up. Let's go for gold.
Son of a bitch!
All right. Small steps in the right
I'm
direction.
getting tired of that
That's what
last
we've been
play
talking about.
bullshit.
And you know what? Today you took a lot of those small steps. I'm proud of you. Keep it up.
That's gone.
Here we go. 60 bison, 60 bison.
That's right, I'll take it down right there.
Time is running out. This is it. We go for gold.
There it is.
Hey, man, that was great. I mean, you had a great day today. The game is
Oh, it's
really
about time
starting
that
to
I got
slow down
that.
for you, isn't it? I can't wait to see what you're going to do on Sunday. Good job.
I needed that gold medal. If I didn't get that gold, I was gonna be SOL.
With the playoff game in just a few days, everyone was waiting to find out if I'd be returning this week or if I'd hold off and hope for a win so I could possibly return in a later round. It was without a doubt one of the toughest decisions in my career. With the playoff game in just a few days, everyone was waiting to find out if I'd be returning this week or if I'd hold off and hope for a win so I could possibly return in a later round. It was without a doubt one of the toughest decisions in my career.
Well, that was a fuck up.
I had no idea how the team would react on or off the field to my return. But deep down, I knew it was what I needed to do.
Yeah, you gotta stick to the game plan sometimes.
Returning from an injury like this wasn't going to be easy. And in this situation, we needed to make the smartest possible decision so I could be effective all game long.
285 is going to be a fun number to hit, especially when I don't have my power. We'll try it early on to see if I can throw it. I don't see it happening. You never know. Go for it, right? Never know if you don't try.
From M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's the AFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. It's the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
And when you review his performance last week in the game,
how many sacks did I get on him last season?
He understands and his team understands they were fortunate to get out there with a victory because he was a little tentative out there and didn't throw a touchdown pass. And if I'm this defense that he's facing in this one, I'm going to bring some pressure early and see if they can get to him. Maybe he's gotten it out of his system, and now he can be a little bit looser and play more to his potential.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Tyler Boyd,
feel the pressure
intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard.
That's
leaves
about
them
it.
with 3rd and 9
That's
looming.
not nothing.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon.
There you go, baby.
And he'll only get
That's
this
how
to
you
about
do
the
it.
35. Well short of the line to gain. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. So here come the Ravens with their first look on offense. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And he and his team, they
2020 season, nothing. What? Where's my 2021 season?
He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest.
Where's
And I'm
my
sure his teammates felt the
4,700
exact same way.
yards and my
But now it'll be interesting to
48
watch their
fucking
first few drives in
man.
this one, because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you
Let's
accumulate
try
a
for a
little bit of
simple
rust
one
as
here.
well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
Oh, we still got it. Oh,
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
baby.
Mark Andrews, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
That is
Well,
over.
we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop.
They left
and
that whole
here's an
side
opening
open
drive
for me.
touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop?
And that was
Offense
done.
feeling their momentum that they've generated and turning it into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and you've got the crowd involved fully on their side in this ball game.
Let's try
And in
this
this
short route
playoff
shit.
atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. It's
Oh,
caught,
yeah.
and it's 8-0. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Now this offense
take that
ready to
extra
head
yard
back
off.
out there. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? A little on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them.
Oh,
Goes down. The Ravens able to get
eat
to
it.
Justin Madubuike just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Well, the beauty of screen passes.
That's the
is they
first
take a little
one
time
of the
to develop,
game.
and they can
How many
often
more
hit
can I
big,
get?
but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. From the gun to give to Mixon.
They
It'll
get
be a
half
gain
of
of
it.
about 5, but they're left with a third and still about 12 to go.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On third down, Burrow looking for Funchess,
Oh!
but it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young, and he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Yeah, baby. I wasn't even
We'll see if
expecting
that
that.
pick
Still
six
got it.
looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. and then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because, remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already got the other team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense. And now, Charles, this becomes a pretty important second drive for them. They're already down a pair of scores here in the first quarter.
As you noted, they're down 2 scores, and to me, they're down a possession or a service break if this were tennis, right? Because they just gave one up. Only their second drive now. Run their offense, try and get back into the game that way, and then look for some help from their defense.
Try to forget about that pick 6 last time out. Now Burrow to throw on second down. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense.
No, I want the third.
Sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And he it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And
That's my
So down
team.
inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's
Get
where
it,
they'll take
baby.
over.
That's my
First quarter,
motherfucking
and now already
team.
has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws.
We're
I've seen
just
guys
gonna
in this
try
league throw
it.
4 interceptions in a game.
It
and
can't
win.
hurt.
He's got to understand. Put it behind you. Keep pressing forward.
He's going deep for Brown. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews
It never
with his
ends.
second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
Oh,
Now, first quarter, and this
It's
lead
so
is already
beautiful.
getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over him.
shit.
And they don't get it.
I should have went up the
Tried
middle.
for the 2-point conversion there,
Oops.
but unsuccessful.
Oops.
The third time wasn't a charm. They got the first 2 two-point tries, still have the lead, but couldn't get the third.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yeah, we talk about this a lot, but
'Cause
it has
you
to be
always gotta
something
go
you're
for
right
2,
that they
baby.
saw all week, correct?
Taking the single
Definitely
point
game
is
plan
easy,
for it.
but
Felt good about
everyone
being
wants to
aggressive
take the
and going
double.
for it. And right up until that
You
one,
gotta run that
they got
bitch.
2 for 2.
Here again comes Joe Burrow and the offense for the Bengals. Interesting stat line right now. Technically, he's completed 4 passes, 2 to his team and then 2 to the wrong team.
It makes you wonder what he's seeing downfield because he has completed 2 passes to his own team, but the interceptions are troubling. Is he going through the wrong reads, the wrong progressions? Is he getting fooled by defenses? They've got to figure that out over on the sidelines, working on that Surface Pro to see what they see.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Should have saw that
Well,
one
you're
coming.
down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our
Oh
way
yeah,
back into
baby.
this game.
There you go.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They give to Mixon to try to pick it
Oh!
up. And the broken tackle
He just
helps it
fucking
into a first
railroaded
down
that guy.
gain.
He steam
Give
trained
him
him.
the 3rd down
He
conversion,
ran
5
through
yards
him.
on
What the
play.
fuck?
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game
Is
to
he
take some pressure
alright?
off, 'cause the quarterback's
Can
been
we check
struggling
him
a
for
little bit.
injuries? Because I'm pretty sure he just had his ego bruised. Look at that shit. He just got fucking railed. It's like, nope. Look at this. Nope. Rejected. It was one of them days.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Oh, I brought my lip
Out
gloss.
of the gun, it's Burrow. Slant pass to Boyd. And
Damn
he'll
it.
be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a first down. A toss left, Mixon.
Hit that
And he
motor.
is out of bounds inside the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those
That's not
last 2
good.
plays.
First down, Cincinnati.
Damn.
We are in for a good one as
The
we're
price I
through
pay
one
for getting
on
22
EA
and
Sports.
0.
Bengals nothing.
That's a shutout so far. Alright.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Oh, yeah, I hit that
That's
guy.
who he was looking
I
for.
hit the
But
QB
only
there.
2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and
not
maybe
messing
turn
around.
the tide.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight
Damn
for
it.
football. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 18. Last week in the wild card win, he had 7 catches. That's his first one here. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do? You got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end.
Oh,
Take some
come
easier
on.
completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Burrow will throw. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
Fuck! Are you
And the
shitting
drive
me?
stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Didn't get the touchdown, but a big first down, and
Come
now they're 6
on.
feet away from the end zone.
And a little bit of momentum as well. To get down to the 2-yard line, 1st and goal. Playbook's open now,
What
right?
is
What
that
do you want to
horse
call
shit,
it? You
huh?
want to call power?
What the
You want
fuck?
to call quarterback run game? Do you want to throw the ball? The entire playbook is available for the play caller.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Here's a run with Mixon, and he will take
Son
it
of
on
a
in
bitch.
for a Bengals touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. Set to return it. Here's Turner. And a nice return sets him
take
up
it
pretty good
32.
here right at the 30-yard line. Coming back out to take the field, Mark Andrews and company. And what can they do to better account for him? Because they haven't accounted for him well so far as we see here on your screen.
They may have to draw up coverages they haven't run so far. They have to create something on the fly because he's beaten everything. And when you watch this game unfold, you keep thinking to yourself,
Yeah, you don't see anything.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. Oh, Burrow looking for Andrews downfield. And that's caught inside the 30.
I
And he
will
takes
take
this
it.
one down almost all the way to the 30. A big pickup of 38.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He's going to take another shot here. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Allen Robinson, 31 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the two-point conversion. And this one incomplete. So they
Where the
went for the
fuck
two.
was
They
that
don't
going?
get it.
The fuck?
Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. And one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat, make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
At the 33-yard line.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess, and it's 3rd and short. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon, and he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Now Burrow on 1st down. Throw left side complete. It's Boyd. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here. Now Burrow loses the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And nothing but daylight ahead. 20, 10, and this is
Yeah,
back
baby.
for a Baltimore touchdown.
That's how you do it. Sack that motherfucker and you steal his shit.
This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as he'll go for 2. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And boy, things switched on a dime here. The fumble recovery for the touchdown and also a 2-point try on top successful.
That feels like a momentum call. Pick it up on a fumble return, take it the other way for a touchdown. That's demoralizing for a team to have it happen against them. So the offense just says, you know something? Let's add to it. Pile on top, go for 2 now while their heads are down.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Joe Mixon and the Bengal offense ready to go back to work. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Now Burrow loses the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
Oh, God. Took him out of the
Thank goodness for
ability to
heaters
do.
up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock. Give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Oh, you can say he's on the inside. He got 1 foot, but second foot was on the white. Yeah, they didn't give it to us.
So the ref makes a call. No touchdown there. Wipe it off the board. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And they'll go back to
Wipe that off the
Robinson.
board.
This time he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Allen Robinson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens continue to pour it on.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow, because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Time for Tyler Boyd and the rest of the offense to take over now. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. And his throw is incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On second down, here's Burrow. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. He'll drop this one down and mix it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the second time. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Bengals 7.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This will make it into the end zone, and no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they have made this look easy. I mean, there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantages.
They've got his man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. They'll look to throw again. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 33 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. Two-point conversion makes this lead even bigger.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. A pair of touchdown passes for him, the lead on the scoreboard. As we glance at those 2 TD passes.
Yeah, this is what my old coach used to call rockin' easy right now. Everything is going well. Throwing the touchdown passes, boom, and boom.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. A first down there on a pickup of 25. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. He's going deep. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his second touchdown of the afternoon, and the Ravens add on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
First down, here's Burrow. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Burrow looking to pass. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
This is Mixon on the draw, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Now it's Burrow. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Mixon with a first down carry. He'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback, makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And the 13-year man puts it through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
Bengals 10.
I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. This will go for 5 up to the 33. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some...
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But
it's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Allen Robinson saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all three phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now Burrow loses the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Boyd. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
First down, Cincinnati.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off near his own 48, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp.
It's caught at the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the
just
game.
owning on these
and
motherfuckers.
The Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown.
Woo!
So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Escaping the pressure, and he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit,
That was on me.
but going for 2 in this situation,
That was on me.
somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
He'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Here we go. Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Jalen Ferguson. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This will be fielded at the 17. sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense is going to be set up with a 1st and 10 inside the 15.
I almost had it.
Back out onto the field comes Allen Robinson. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's what really becomes fun.
What does that score say?
Let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
That's a beatdown.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Oh, that's another one. Oh.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch.
That's not a surprise.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone. This guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone.
Here.
So now, once again, the Ravens will go for 2.
Can't quickly throw it in for a double.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational.
Like
you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you
have
to throw the ball on a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Like, where's the fight?
Taken about 7 yards deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field, and down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Orange makes him use the target.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him.
That's number
Jalen
5.
Ferguson. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance.
This guy couldn't cover me. If anything, he added on to the weight. If it was real.
And on 3rd down, nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A Bengal 1st down on the 16-yard pickup there.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion
I don't know
there
why it
is
gave
gonna
me the
artificially
Ravens.
inflate his
I just
passing
let
numbers.
the game choose
So right now,
for me
the only
whatever
one really
team,
applauding
and it just
probably
gave
his
me the
agent
fucking,
as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
I guess the base team for the game. Because I got Raven shit all over the front of the menu and everything.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge.
Nice.
The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Jalen Ferguson in there to get him again. That is sack number 6. One off the NFL record of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Oh, you want to see sack and wait till they run it and I get just steamrolled. I get pushed
So that'll
aside
leave
like it's
Burrow and the
nothing.
Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. And to the 49-yard line, but no further, and obviously he is well short of the first. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough, and it'll be 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. No reason not to try it. Now Burrow loses the football, and the Ravens have got it.
There's the record of 7.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of
Look at
mistakes.
this.
But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Now Allen Robinson and company gearing up to go again on offense. Now, this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
Let's play it
I
stupid.
think right now, they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a true?
This is caught at the 20.
Oh, how did I make it out of that?
Again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
How the hell
Even
did I
though
make
they've
it
got
out
this
of
big
that?
advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
God. Look at him. He's just laying there. Like, is it over?
He hits the big
Is he
target
dead?
for the 2-point try.
Did we kill him?
Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives
That's
you
what
such
the
a
NFL
great
needs. They
advantage
need
when you're
some-
throwing the football.
Just go to Madden. Why didn't they play their whole season
And
on
that'll
Madden?
carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Would it have been too hard?
The Bengals drive about to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you
Run
can
it
go to
out.
the film, find out where the game was really lost.
Oh, they
But
stopped
this is
it.
not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
There you go.
We'll see what they do here. So from the 36
Almost
now,
got the
1st and
hundo.
10. The Ravens going to move on to another week in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA
That is
Sports. For
nasty.
more,
That
find us on
score
Twitter
is nasty.
at EA Madden NFL. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.
Oh yeah, they got a beat down. That's how it's been going this whole time. They thought they could slow me down by injuring my character.
After the game, I was even more sore than I expected I would be. I suppose that should have been a sign that the news I'd be getting from Coach wasn't great.
He's cutting me or trading me. Oh, I gotta keep pushing.
The news was devastating, especially since I'd already worked so hard to come back from this injury once. but because I had come back once, I knew that with a cautious approach, I could come back again.
Still got 50 yet. Ah. Damn it. What? I won the game, I got in the game and played, and I got fucked out of the playoffs. Are you shitting me? I won the 2021, and now it's gonna rip me off. That's right. Okay. Comeback player of the year. Great. Eat Mo Puffy. Player of the year, huh? Yeah, no, sorry. Eat Mo Puffy. Comeback player of the year. Yeah. Oh, man. No.
I don't think I've ever been as nervous for the regular season as I
No
was when I
way.
returned from injury. Felt like a rookie again. Only this time
gotta
I knew
go
I
check
had
that
even
out.
more to prove.
Yeah, I don't want to piss off the team. Okay, PC. That's good over here.
I knew my time to step away would come eventually, but it would be a choice that I made, not a choice made for me because of an injury.
Okay, now it's giving me everything back that I lost. Oof. The fuck is Team Yards? I don't know what the fuck that is.
Today, from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Oh yeah. The fucking console. I don't know about that.
It's
Like,
the
yeah, it's coming to the
Cleveland
console,
Browns
but
taking on the
look
Baltimore
what all
Ravens.
the other PC-like games coming to console happened. Like, some of them are
First
fine,
opened
but
in
other ones just
1999.
don't
There's a
run
good
that
look
well,
at
given the
First
fact that it
Energy
runs on the
Stadium here
controller.
in Cleveland, Ohio.
But
The
some
scene a
things are
few
still
moments ago,
missing.
here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns.
Yes, crossplay would be good, especially if they talk about multiplayer.
With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. Had a little more pep in my step this morning.
I feel like
I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game.
I feel like if they're going to put the game on console, they're going to have to give us more
No more
content.
just predicting what's going to
Oh,
happen.
shit.
Now we get to see it on the field.
Legs still churning.
Like a giant pinball.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. And
Like, I want to
Charles,
see more
their
stuff
quarterback, their field general.
with Gold Rush. Like, there has to be more. Like, either you got to optimize the game more, or you got to, you know, there's something more you can do in the game than what they're offering. Like I said, dredges and other shit would be good, but
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews.
ooh,
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play. Well, how about a deep ball on the first play from scrimmage, putting that secondary on notice?
Brandon, all I remember when I was a player is that we always took a test.
Well,
the
workers
night before the game
should
about
work.
teams' tendencies and what they plan to
it'd be
do.
nice if they actually, you know, maybe, I don't know, showed the model of the worker.
So how about
They
that
had
for a
had
change
them
over? They're
move
all the way
around the
down
plane.
inside the 40 now for first and 10. Oh, looking for Andrews down. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it
But that
inside
water
the 10
area
to
we
the
noticed, there, it looked like there's going to be a dredge there, but it's not clear on the land unless they expand it. And I feel like they can expand the area of the land and what they have. There's potential there to do it.
First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Allen Robinson.
Yeah, that's true. I want to see the bear come through and tear up my wires where I got to pull out a gun and put them down or some shit. Or you get like a mine inspector that comes out that inspects your equipment to make sure you know it's up to date, that you're properly safe, where you got to put up safety fencing and whatnot. Is that too much to ask?
What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
Yeah, there is so much they could do. Like, let you upgrade to drill, maybe?
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. And unable to
Damn it.
connect, they don't get the two-point conversion here.
Yeah. We could use a speed increase. I'd like to see the front of that Frankenstein articulate, like I thought I remember it doing in a previous update, where you could arc it up and down.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here's the Cleveland offense, and here's Baker Mayfield, former Heisman Trophy winner, ready to go at quarterback.
Yeah, well, it depends on if you're driving it. If you talk about the drilling of it itself, the drilling speed is not slow, but the actual driving of it, depending on which way you're going, yeah. Fuck.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A first carry now for Nick
Ooh, he
Chubb.
just punched him right in the fucking face. You see that?
Something to watch here in week 1 of the
Oh, it
season.
didn't even show it. He got hit right in the face.
Preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot.
his slant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the
What I feel
40-yard
slow
line.
is in the excavator or some shit, you know? Where you go over a little piece of dirt and it just slows you to a crawl. That shouldn't be that way. That's a 2-ton machinery. I should be rolling over that pebble like it's nothing.
We may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond.
And I don't want to see like a big ass dirt wall in front of me. I want to see that shit fall on me. I want to be buried. I want to have to be air rescued out, you know?
Because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Back-to-back receptions for
Yeah,
him.
that's
Another
true.
first
I want to
down.
see larger buckets.
And a nice start there to
I
the
want to see a
aerial
Frankenstein
attack to pick
bucket
up the
system.
first.
And I think preseason is
But that's too much to ask.
Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
3 yards the gain there, second down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expect
Even a different truck to haul stuff around would be nice. But we've said this stuff all before.
They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up.
Ooh,
Everyone's
take 'em down.
Easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing
Yeah.
pretty well. What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes
Be
thrown
nice
is
if they let us
receivers
find
on the
other
move, and
things
oftentimes
other
he
than
catches it and
gold,
gets
you know, like
upfield.
fossils
Does a really
or
nice job rallying
some
to
of the
it
other
and
stuff that they
stopping it from
usually
getting
find while gold mining.
Now Mayfield lost the football, and the Ravens have got it.
Yeah, mini track hoe, if you'd, in the beginning, would be nice.
They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback.
That way you could just fill up your pan while it's running with the pump. You just keep scooping and dumping, and you can put it anywhere instead of in the specific spot that they want you to put the hog pan in.
Because here come the defenders.
Let me put it anywhere on the claim.
As they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Now a pass hauled in downfield, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay.
Yeah, I want to dig up a mammoth.
Yards.
That'd be
And the Ravens
awesome.
are able to show off their quick strike ability.
Well, this is exactly where
Or
I
do
expect
like a
teams to
snow
take
runner
shot.
where you get like
Right
missions.
after a turnover,
We gotta go
you
help
count on the
somebody
defense
out.
being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch 'em
Or you
back
gotta
on their
bring them
heels.
something. You're
And
like the
that's exactly what
postman.
they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the
Take the
definition
odd
of jumbled
tasks, go dig
defensively.
this
One
hole,
play
go
and
find
into the
this.
end zone. So now the Ravens electing to actually go for 2 here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. So their second touchdown of this first half, they went for 2 after score number 1. Didn't get it. Now they get the equalizer, so to speak.
So to speak, and you can understand the thinking because they didn't get
Parker's
it after the first
Trails.
score. They wanted to get back to a normal points pattern.
That'd be like a
Get up to
DLC
14,
to where we
and
go
just
to
think
like
if they missed it
the
here,
different
they're only up 12-0.
areas where he
One
went
extra point on the other side
on his
could
travels.
ultimately beat you if they scored
Go down a
twice.
river, go to the jungle, you know.
Taken about 7 yards deep.
Go to the outback to where you have no water and you got to deal with the dry dirt system.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field.
That
on
would be
offense.
fun.
And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going.
I'm gonna
and
sack
pushed
this
it past
fucker.
the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing.
Oh,
Not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to
oh,
do that
you
again.
son of a
Can they get
bitch.
that bad taste out of their mouth here? 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon.
Oh,
It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll return this fastball across midfield to the 47.
Yeah, but that's if they allow mods on Xbox, though. That's if they had a mod marketplace and a mod setup for it. That's the same for Steam. Are they going to allow mods for the game? If so, there'd be texture changes, there'd be all kinds of stuff that would be added on.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 47.
Because I could just imagine someone, instead of having the truck, they put like a Dodge Hellcat or something in there.
Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, his car race, motorcycle race, plane
Or
race, whatever
instead
you
of
want
digging
right
up
now,
gold,
they are
you're
sprinting
digging up
fast.
dirt, and you're digging through the gold to get to the dirt. And they changed the color of the dirt to all gold. Dirt's worth more than gold.
From the shotgun, he'll look
Call
to
it the
throw.
Waterworld mod.
This is gonna be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So the two-point conversion trend continues, at least as far as trying those goes. They've attempted them after all 3 touchdowns, CD, and converted now 2 of them.
They're not just dipping their toe in the water, are they? I mean, they're committed to going for 2 points, and 2 out of 3, now with a 22-0 lead. In a sense, they're a little bit ahead of the curve, because normally it would be 21, wouldn't it?
And with the way their defense is playing, I don't know if it matters if they do convert any of these.
Honestly, I'd like to see one of the maps if they come out with like a mega claim to where it's like the entire size of the map and you gotta dig out a big quarry out of this entire huge thing.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I'll guarantee his
Like that
first
would
thought wasn't
blow your
about the
fucking mind.
interception
Like
itself,
40 or
but
50
what
or
could result.
100
And I
meters
know he was
down.
thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself. But
I
he
think
can't
that's too
force
much
things.
though.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely
That's like
got off.
suicide
Pretty
at that
decent
point.
gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
But it would be awesome.
Play
Do
action
one.
now. Here's Mayfield.
Oh!
It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
Oh! Oh, what's this?
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Oh! Oh, somebody's mad.
That pick 6 extending this lead even further.
Cleveland, are you
Boy, it's
browning
a while
your
since I've
pants
seen a team
yet?
struggle this badly
Because
in the
that was
first half.
pretty
I think
shitty.
What they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
That was pretty shitty.
Now the Ravens calling the offense onto the field here as they're going to go for 2. Back to throw here. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. And they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8.
Oh, man.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalize a little bit on top.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
I don't think they want another one.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
It's only the first. Oh, that's so sad.
Offense, out comes Cleveland. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe
Is that all you got was 30 yards today?
Right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I think I have more than almost 10 times that. Okay, maybe half that,
They
but
turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
well, at least it's a different change of stadium. It's still an outdoor stadium, but it's, you know, a nice change of pace.
8 yards to go.
You get tired of looking at the same stadium all the time.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb.
Oh,
Just get back
oh
to the
God,
line.
99. Are you all right?
Flag on the field, and that one looks to be in the area where someone was held.
Oof. No, I want
So
the
no
third.
gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give them the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there? Because I was. I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe I just...
Now Mayfield lost the football.
Oh, you sons of bitches. Almost had it.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now fourth
I
down,
got
so
him
they'll
and
have
then
to boot
wrecked
away.
it.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fielded at about the 28.
Tried to zigzag on him.
There, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there.
Captain
now.
Eat
They
Mo
must have seen
Pussy.
something leading up to this one that said, hey, we're going to be able to go deep because they've gone deep with a lot of success.
And pick your phrase, pick your code words, your buzzwords, whatever. Vertical stretch, deep passes, go routes, right? What's that route you love? What's that route you love? Four verts. All of it working because they're able to find ways to get deep and for him to show off that big arm.
We see some of that big
This is
arm
gonna
right
get
here. He has been
nasty.
great. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Oh,
They're just
yawn.
putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
Oh,
They've taken momentum.
okay.
And pretty much not just give him a jersey.
That was a little shitty.
But a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it because the way they're stringing things together.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Oh, I just got my goal update.
Become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried.
I must have got over 300 yards.
Example right there.
Nice. Yep, goal alert update. Oh, 200 out of 350 offensive yards. Okay.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Oh,
But that one's going to wind up
almost
incomplete.
picked off.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one.
Let's
This
go with
time,
something
they were
different.
ready for it.
This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Got a few yards out of it in the
New
first.
season for him, and he picks up the first.
Yep.
And with that completion,
Ooh.
he's now north of 200 yards
That
here in
hit,
the first
though.
half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensive.
Did I
It
get
is,
sacked
it's gonna
back
put
over
a
there?
dent in their confidence. And you know,
You
you always
sons
wanna
of
keep
bitches.
that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on him a little bit, I think.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
How's that for you?
Yards out as his guys continue
How's that,
to
Cleveland?
push on.
You know, in golf, they often talk about playing the course and not worrying
smells
about what the other
brown over
players are doing,
here.
what their scores are. That's essentially what we're seeing from this offense. They're just having fun and doing what they feel like doing today.
Even Charlie Brown's going, I'm not kicking that damn ball.
So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. And sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because
Wide
if you
open.
do get it intercepted, it's returned by the
Wide
defense.
open.
That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open
He had to
target.
take me down just for the pity of it. Just to get a little release.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points.
Oh!
Pressure too much. Down he goes.
Got him.
Jalen Ferguson.
Yeah.
Get him down behind
Number
the line of
45.
scrimmage. Loss of a yard.
Got to get that sack.
Feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been under constant duress this entire
Boom!
game. I don't know how
Out of nowhere, he was caught. Look at this.
A long way to
I'm
go
good.
in this football game.
I'm not good. Ended.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Mayfield hands to Chubb on the draw. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
on a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long
come on, 3 guys sitting there.
And gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
But these aren't the Tigers. These are the Browns.
And now it's 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away.
The poor
for the second
Tigers are the
time.
ones that got fucked up last time. Well, those were...
This is taken at about the 14. A second broken tackle. It's a nifty return of 20.
There's a return for you. There's a clip it
Possession
moment.
will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Look at this. Should have showed the whole run.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well.
4
Team has the lead,
touchdowns,
so just
222
looking to mount a drive
yards.
here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they
Bada,
wanna
bada,
rely on
bada.
their arm.
Bada, 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 bada.
Keep
Eh,
things moving.
bada, 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 bada.
Right now.
It's caught inside the
Swing,
25.
bada.
All the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And this offense is running away with this one.
All you hear from coaches and personnel directors in the NFL, how difficult it is for a rookie receiver to have an impact on the game. So much
Oh,
to
he
learn,
got
so much
jumped
offense
over.
to absorb. Looks like he's picking it up pretty well.
I would say so. And how about that for your first career NFL touchdown?
I don't know that he envisioned it quite that way, but if he was smart, he probably dreamed about it a little bit.
So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. And Graham's got it over the middle. And boy, talking about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Beckham and the Browns set to take over again. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well. And they're really excited that he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Jalen Ferguson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Mayfield this time gets it off to Chubb. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Oh, looking for Andrews down. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It's a gain of 34. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You can fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. From 4 yards out, and the Ravens continue to pour it on.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, and now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. Back to throw again. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. There's Baker Mayfield as he and the Browns offense comes back out. He struggled. His team has struggled. You talked to me a lot about looking to your leaders. Maybe it's time for him to put his mark on this. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball,
what kind of game is that? That's just sad.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd, and this is caught. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay in the final seconds of the first half. And this offense continues to pour it on.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Browns drive about to get started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start up in the Steel City, Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. And they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, it's off to North Carolina to check on the Panthers at home in Charlotte. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. 2 touchdown passes there for Teddy Ballgame. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville. See what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And you can see they trail in that matchup against the Tampa Bay Bucks. Josh Rosen, responsible for the lone touchdown in the game thus far as he's thrown a touchdown pass. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. Any surprise in your mind he's out there to start the second half after 4 first-half interceptions?
He's to be surprised by a lot of things, partner, but in this case I'm not, because you know they want him to be their guy. And the only way to truly establish that is to give him a chance to work through some of the issues he had in the first half.
The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. He's going to be dropped.
Oh, Jesus, fuck. Did you see that?
32.
But no matter how they phrase it,
Oh, that was hard.
head of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down. That fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mayfield. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
I saw a punch. I wish I could argue against it.
Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb.
Oh.
Taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Son of a bitch.
The deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running.
They're being paid off at this point because of the damn score. They know what's going on.
First touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his
Ooh.
receiver Landry. And this will leave him a yard short.
Turned him into a robot. You see
9
that?
yards on first down. That
We
last
fucked him
catch
up
short of the
good.
marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A run for Nick Chubb.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Before they drop it.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been a running game.
Wow.
Down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you
Just
said.
spread him there and just let him come right on in.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They run. Chubb. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
He got knocked back.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, Mayfield, and finding the tight end.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, the Browns are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move.
Well, there
this
goes
down
my
the
blowout.
4-yard line. Mayfield finding Hooper there for a Cleveland first. Here's Mayfield.
Yep.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Austin Hooper there to make the grab. And the Browns are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
That was expected.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on it.
Oh, this is blocked. Picked up by the offense.
Damn it.
This is a live ball.
Don't tell me that just gave him the first.
Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. What have you seen from him, Charles? We know we got a pair of touchdown passes to show right now. They're winning, so things are pretty good.
See a lot of confidence, because when you see that, every movement seems fluid. There's nothing labored at all. I mean, look at it back there, throwing the football. Boom and boom. 2 touchdown passes. You get the sense that there may be more to come. But right now, he's got his team playing really well.
He does, and yeah, you're right. He's hoping for more to come. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, looking for Andrews down. He's got a man complete. And he makes it all the way
Got
down
him.
to the 31.
Yeah, they finally scored.
Time for the Ravens. 41 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
I just sit back and relax at this point. Well, I shouldn't say that. I can let the damn gameplay itself, basically, but...
Back to throw now on first down. Oh, looking looking for Andrews downfield. And this is
And that's good.
Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens add on.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone. So give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Ba-dum-ba-dum.
Good pass hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that.
Ah, shut up, you fat bastard.
Focus, focus. Watch it all the way in.
We're so far ahead that we just want to see if we can do it. You know, it's free practice. That's all that is.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And it's against an opponent, so it's not like you already know the play, so...
Yards deep, and he'll just take a seat,
Yeah.
and the drive will begin
Free
at the
practice.
25-yard line.
It's
The Browns
preseason,
offense
isn't
heading
it?
Back out to take possession. They are right now just
That should be
ice
good.
cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds.
Motherfucker.
Maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry.
God.
Able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Mayfield tosses one complete to Landry. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield, and he's got his man. That's Landry. And he is going
All
to
Butterfingers there.
first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend.
666, Mark of the Beast. Mark of the Beast.
The NFL on EA Sports. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Nowadays.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Yeah.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Mayfield off the play fake.
Oh!
Interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the
2020.
football back.
I don't know about that. It's going into 2021, so.
Anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
And it's good.
Mark Andrews with now 3 week
Oh, with the duck, duck, goose.
as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, baby.
Good performance on the road, week 1. You're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. And this is going to be caught.
Oh,
so 2 more to
that's
lead
so
as they
beautiful.
continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Talking about coming in hot.
Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
5 minutes left.
Takes this about
Just
5
imagine
yards
if I
deep,
actually had to
and
play
no
the full,
effort to
like,
bring this one out. It's a
full
touchdown.
rounds. What would happen?
And
How
now
bad
Cleveland
this would be
gear
a
up to
blowout.
take the field. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And right away, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice time.
Woo!
Interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Oh, wowee. That
That's the
is...
story of the game. They've
that is
been
over.
suffocating all game long
You
on
are
defense.
done.
They were suffocating
That's
there
it,
again in a
baby.
big way.
And they've done it not
Call it
just
a day.
by out-athleting them,
Just call it a
which
day.
is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll
All
go
right,
for
let's see
2.
if we can do it.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Yeah,
That's
baby.
a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
Right in the hole of the Brown.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Back to it after the pick 6, Mayfield. And now here's another interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off.
Look at that shit.
At the 34-yard line. The number 7 usually.
Boy, I'm getting tired of coming out.
7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened.
I'm just trying to
6
stop
times
him. I'm not
since
trying to
And I know
pick up the
that
run.
recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews, 34 yards. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And As great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken
You want to see a game. Watch that Roethlisberger game that I did. I sacked him like 12 times in one game.
They continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
It's just insult to injury.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep.
That's right,
He'll
taking
decide
me.
to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Browns set to take over. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
Oh,
Yes, it's
24.
time now.
You're a real
Leadership.
man, aren't you? You gotta fucking shoulder me right there, huh?
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Justin Madubuike. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there.
Somebody's
We've been
pissed.
around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case,
Almost got it
he's gonna
off
make a
though.
decision.
You see
He's
that?
taking a pretty good beating out there.
He
With the
almost got
deficit,
it
maybe
off.
not wanting to risk an injury.
Okay, where the fuck are we? I'll go with a blitz. Fuck it.
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Mayfield now. And this is going to be
You
incomplete.
throw it away. And that's what he's
Some
gonna do.
applause for the defense there. They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 30. Oh, and now some space to operate.
Ooh,
So
ooh, that
possession
hurt.
goes over here on
That
the
fucking
punt,
hurt.
And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Look at this. Crunch. It was over.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new
556
year on the
yards,
road,
10
no less,
touchdowns.
as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter.
And we say, why not one more?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, looking for Andrews
Oh.
downfield. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. It's caught at the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens
It's good.
touchdown.
Yeah.
Duvernay.
Can we do the 100?
3 week one
Can we break the
touchdowns
hundo?
as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're
Look at
pretty
that.
well
That should have went
fixed.
down there.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've
I
run
shoulda
has
went
been
down.
successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
And this
Damn
one
it.
incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Now Nick Chubb of the Browns gets set for their next possession. He is knocking on the door for 100 yards in this ball game.
and it's so important. It doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal, just short of it, a little bit over. A little bit over feels better to everyone. Offensive line, running back, team totals.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. With that interception,
over.
He just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
No shit.
8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
It's Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. And that'll be taken in by Andrews. For a Ravens
They're going to
touchdown.
argue that one.
Mark Andrews there to make the grab. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination.
They're going to call that one.
So well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line,
I'm surprised I don't hear a booth review.
They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they've wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
Yep, there it is. Told you.
And applause to the action because the booth, they see something
Fucking
that
called
they want
it.
to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
Technically, he had his feet in. Boom, both. And then he took that extra step out. Yeah, see?
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, wow. I'll
Should
take
have
what
been
I can
picked.
at this
Probably
point.
doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to
Can't
grab
be
that
too
ball
mad.
when you can, don't
Can
you?
you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense,
Ah,
right?
that's true. You've said that before. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And the Browns getting set to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play.
Now Mayfield lost the football. And the Ravens have got it. I don't know that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter.
Oh,
The coach on the
he's
sideline
fucked.
still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, there's Throws that man again. It's complete. And this play is not going to work. He's out of bounds, well shy of the goal line, and the try for two, unsuccessful.
Well, I have to
It's
admit,
worth
I'm
a
scratching
try.
my head a little bit here, trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. A chance for us to look at this Baltimore defense again. Recovered the fumble up on the scoreboard. They've got the momentum.
And that's a confident group that we see hitting the field again. Just what you talked about. Took away the ball the last possession. They feel like they can go ahead and do it again. They are locked in and feeling good about how this game is going.
And they're playing free. They're playing loose.
Yeah, and that's a good thing. You know, sometimes it can be a bad thing if you're too free, too loose, and you give up your responsibilities. But not this unit. They are ready to go.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for the Michigan Wolverine Donovan Peoples-Jones. And it's second down.
It's second down and 10.
Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Third and short yardage. Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
It's
So
so
the Browns in
bad.
possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
I'll take it.
11 more yards that goal
Can't be
around,
too
a
mad
first
at that.
down as well.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st down, Dobbins. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And that's how you run it out.
You couldn't ask for a better start to the season than this one.
And that's how you cause a blowout.
But a week 1 win, really, in the return for a quarterback that they weren't sure would ever
Not in a
get
true
back
sense,
to what he
but
once was.
And you and
it
I
got its
both
ass
know
beat.
There's going to be a lot of debate about whether or not he was looking better today than he has in the past. But what's not up for debate, they won the game. And in the process, I do think he made a lot of people question whether he'd be able to come back as a starter.
That's
just a little bit foolish.
That's horrible.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
600 plus yards.
On EA Sports.
Yeah, you better be pissed.
From Cleveland.
I just took a record out on your ass. You got sacked. Uh-oh, here we go.
I was pleased with how I played, and it felt like coach's confidence was returning also. I really believe we had a decent chance of turning the season around.
Yeah, I need that accuracy back.
It's funny that such a short and simple conversation can be such a turning point. But in retrospect, we probably had already reached the turning point by then.
That's what you say. Oh, I can lead them to the playoffs. Can they stay in the playoffs? That's the bitch part. Oh, passing or rushing yards, 250. Is that it?
Tonight, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's a special New Year's Day edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Baltimore Ravens taking on the Buffalo Bills.
The rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They come in.
Yeah, that's it for me. I think we'll save that for another day.